On the grand stage of Britain's Got Talent, the lights shimmered like 1,000 tiny stars scattered across a midnight sky. The audience buzzed with anticipation, whispering guesses about the next act as the judges settled into their seats. Among them sat the ever-sharp and notoriously hard-to-impress Simon Cowell, alongside his fellow panelists, each ready to witness something extraordinary or painfully ordinary. When the curtains parted, a group of elegantly dressed ladies walked gracefully onto the stage, wearing glamorous gowns, flawless wigs, and radiant smiles. Their posture, poise, and synchronized movements suggested polish and preparation. From the very first glance, the judges believed they were about to hear a classic girl group performance, perhaps something sweet, melodic, and predictable. Little did anyone in the theater know that the next few minutes would flip every expectation upside down. As the music began, a soft, instrumental introduction filled the auditorium. The performers exchanged knowing glances, building suspense with every silent second. The audience leaned forward, curious yet calm. Then, the first note rang out, and the entire atmosphere shifted in an instant. Instead of the delicate soprano tones the judges expected, a deep, rich, thunderous harmony poured from the stage. It wasn't just surprising, it was electrifying. The judges' expressions transformed from polite smiles to stunned disbelief. Eyes widened, mouths dropped open. The realization hit: these weren't ladies in the conventional sense the judges had assumed. The act was a brilliant vocal ensemble of men performing in drag, delivering powerhouse vocals that shook the very foundations of the theater. The contrast between appearance and voice created a jaw-dropping reveal that no one saw coming. The second verse intensified the shock. Their harmonies were tight, controlled, and masterfully arranged, blending bass, baritone, tenor, and falsetto into a seamless wall of sound. Every note carried confidence and theatrical flair. The choreography, subtle yet effective, enhanced the illusion while celebrating the humor and artistry behind their concept. Laughter rippled through the audience, not in mockery, but in admiration and sheer amazement. The judges exchanged glances that said, "This is genius." Even Simon Cowell, known for his critical eye and reserved demeanor, leaned forward with genuine intrigue. What could have been dismissed as a novelty act quickly proved itself to be a serious musical force. Their vocal control, timing, and stage presence demonstrated years of dedication and talent. By the time they reached the chorus, the performance had evolved from surprise to spectacle. The audience was on its feet, clapping in rhythm, completely captivated. The group's confidence grew with every beat, feeding off the crowd's energy. Their high notes soared effortlessly, their lower harmonies rumbled with authority, and their playful expressions kept the mood vibrant and joyful. What made the moment powerful wasn't just the twist, it was the undeniable skill behind it. They weren't relying on shock value alone. They were delivering a performance worthy of the biggest stages. The initial misconception about their identity only amplified the impact of their talent, turning a simple audition into an unforgettable television moment. As the final note echoed through the auditorium, there was a brief second of stunned silence, followed by an explosive standing ovation. The judges rose to their feet, applauding with genuine enthusiasm. The camera caught Simon Cowell smiling broadly, clearly impressed. Comments from the panel praised not only the vocal ability, but also the creativity and courage behind the act. They had challenged assumptions, played with perception, and done so with remarkable artistry. It was a reminder that talent transcends appearances, and that true performers know how to command a stage regardless of costume or concept. The audience's cheers seemed endless, echoing the magnitude of what they had just witnessed. That audition quickly became one of the most talked about moments in Britain's Got Talent history. Clips of the performance spread across social media, racking up millions of views and sparking conversations about identity, entertainment, and the power of surprise. What began as a seemingly ordinary entrance transformed into a masterclass in showmanship. The judges thought they were watching a group of elegant ladies sing, but instead, they experienced a bold, unforgettable act that redefined expectations. In a competition filled with singers, dancers, and magicians, this group carved out a moment that would be remembered for years. And in doing so, they proved that sometimes the greatest performances come wrapped in the most unexpected packages.